Hi, I'm Nick Nanton, and welcome to America's Premier Experts, the one and only place where we find the top experts from all around the world, and we bring them directly to you. And I've got just one of those experts here with me today, Mr. Darren Hart. Darren, welcome to the show.
Hey, nice to meet you.
So it's a pleasure to have you. And we've talked a little bit about what you do, and I think what's so cool about it is you're basically a family practice lawyer.
That's correct.
It's essentially what you do, but you have some really unique and innovative ways of helping your clients get the solutions they need, because obviously those can be tumultuous times during going through all this, and having someone representing you who can help you just get to the solution is what you want. You don't want long drawn out fights, you don't want any of this stuff. You want a solution, and that's what you do. So tell us a little bit more about that.
Well, you call us a family lawyer. We kind of see ourselves as being in the business of helping people transition from a bad place to a better place. We're really trying to help families untangle but create a new situation. But there's also times where we actually talk people into staying together. We have those. That happens to be one of the best testimonials I've ever had was from a client who actually appreciated the fact that we talked about her marriage and helped her and her husband reconnect. And years later, she wrote in a book and she wrote about that experience. So that was warm and welcoming to me. We are very proactive. We're not a reactive firm. We put a lot of energy and time into trying to get things done quickly. We're strategic in our thinking, so we have goals and we figure out where we want to be, and then we work back from that.
Darren, tell me this. This obviously can be a field that's kind of tough wearing on a person like you who's always fighting for what's right. What drives you? What brought you into this?
Well, quite frankly, I decided to be a lawyer when I was 14 years old after watching the movie To Kill a Mockingbird and watching Atticus Finch defend this person that was wrongly accused of something. We are about helping people grow through conflict. So we like to think that we're helping people see the conflict as an opportunity to change their lives to a better place. Secondly, we like to eradicate the world of bullies. So we are motivated by trying to take on the bullies of the world and fight through those sort of challenges and fight for justice.
Very good. Now, someone experiencing something at home or in the family, let's say, at what point do they start looking to, or should they start looking to talk to you, maybe before it's too late and things have started to go awry? At what point is a good idea?
I think they should get legal advice right away, because not only do they need to know what their rights are, they have to also understand and appreciate what their obligations are. In a family, you have obligations to your children, for example, and it's better off to get some advice early on and get directed to the right professionals that can help you work through that transition.
So from the moment you start thinking things might be going awry, let's even hope they don't, let's say, but if the moment you start thinking about that or seeing that they could, you want to start setting up your position so that if there is a problem, you're well protected.
Yeah, there's a whole bunch of issues around income and assets too, and you want to make sure that things are secure, that you're not going to be taken advantage of, especially if the couple knows things are coming apart or falling apart. But they should definitely get legal advice right away.
That's great. And so you told us about one of these stories, a great story of someone staying together. Why don't you tell us another success story of someone who's been working with you?
Well, one of my biggest cases I ever did, it was a situation where, unfortunately, we acted for the wife, and the husband was a full-on narcissist. And he wanted to take her 4 little boys that she looked after. She was a stay-at-home mom, and he was a very successful businessman, and he wanted custody of these boys. So we went into this battle, so to speak, and helped her through that. I think he spent about 2 to 3 times as much money as my client did, and after a 6-week trial, we won, and we were successful at the end of the day. And she was able to maintain custody of those children and carry on and raise them in the right way.
Very good. I think one of the best pieces of advice that someone ever gave me and said, if you ever have an issue that's in your life, whether it's a business issue or a personal issue, whatever it might be, hire the best lawyer you can find, because then you don't have to worry about that issue anymore. They can worry about it for you, and people who are qualified professionals in this, you understand the strategies, the tactics in order to get these outcomes that we desire, right?
Well, the best lawyers are, of course, the ones that were objective. At least that's what we're supposed to be doing if we're doing our job right. And people that are in the middle of the conflict are actually subjective, and they have their own perspectives. You need somebody who actually can see the big picture and help you get to where you want to get.
That's great. Yeah, and someone who you trust, because obviously there are going to be emotional times. You need someone who can be an even keel for you and say, look, here, I know this is what you think you might want right now in this moment of rage or whatever it is, but here's really what we should probably be looking at. And you need a client who's going to trust you to give them that type of advice.
Yeah, they need to offload those burdens onto their lawyer. Let their lawyer do all that sort of level of thinking, focus on getting well themselves, getting healthy, getting counseling sometimes, getting some help to make sure that they are emotionally and mentally moving in the right direction.
Great. Let's talk about where you work with clients. Like, what areas are you in?
Oh, we're in British Columbia. So we actually act for clients, both American and U.S. Canadian clients, but we have offices in Vancouver, British Columbia, and Victoria, British Columbia. We're 10 lawyers. We're boutique in what we do. From my perspective, we're one of the best firms of what we do. But we also do deal with a lot of clients up and down the West Coast, from California, Oregon, Washington State. There's a number, often jurisdictional issues. Vancouver, as you probably know, has the reputation of being Hollywood North. So we actually have a lot of clients who actually have assets, income out of LA and out of Vancouver. They go back and forth. So we help all those type of people.
Very good. Beautiful cities, both of those cities. So
yes.
Very nice. Cool. So if someone heard this interview and they think they might need some legal advice, what's the best way they can find you?
Well, Google us, Hart Legal. Our website is hart-legal.com.
And people can find out all about you there and figure out what they need, right?
Absolutely.
Very good. Well, thanks so much for joining us, Darren.
Oh, thank you.